Tyler Breeze made his return last night to NXT television, and he's been gone from wrestling for a little bit of time, but it was fantastic to see him back. And over the last few weeks on this very show, we have heard Shard, we have heard Clark talking about how in NXT, especially on the men's side, things have gotten a little bit stale. There's too many green talents, and the ones who are experienced are going to be getting called up very, very soon. Would it perhaps be beneficial for a veteran like Tyler Breeze to return long term? That is the question I want to ask you, Josh.
I've been waiting for this for so long, and it's about damn time. I think Tyler Breeze gets back into a WWE ring. And look, like you said, Ben, he has been out of WWE, but he has not been out of professional wrestling. If you guys don't know, he owns Flatback Wrestling Trading School, which alongside Sean Spears, actually another NXT member. So he's been within professional wrestling, working on the indies here and there, but also training the future of this sport for the last, I assume, few years, 5-6 years maybe. So look, I know we're going to talk a lot about our Mount Rushmores of NXT stars coming up later, but man, he was a great wrestler and he was a great character, and I absolutely hope Tyler Breeze joins NXT full time. I really hope this is not just a homecoming thing at Full Sail next week. And look, tipping my hat to Shawn Michaels and NXT Creative, because this Full Sail homecoming show is going to get the show that it deserves. Full Sail is such a nostalgic place. It just brings back so many good memories of some of the best wrestling ever at Black and Gold NXT era. And we're going to get to see, Tyler Breeze, DIY, Rhea Ripley, all these people, guys and girls that came up from Full Sail in the Performance Center into these mega stars. And I can't wait. But Tyler Breeze, he was incredible. I really can't say enough good stuff about Tyler Breeze. And I really think he was one of the more underrated stars too. I think everyone wants to talk about your Finn Balor's, your Johnny Garganos, Tommaso Ciampas. Man, Tyler Breeze was right there. He really was. He was one of the earlier stars, a little bit even before Black and Gold era, but he really was the one that helped put NXT back on the map. Not back on kind of back on the map, I guess, if 2010 NXT counts, the whole game show stuff, but we're not going to talk about that. But look, yeah, and also, like you said, not only is he a great wrestler and a great character that the NXT male roster could use, like you said, he's a veteran. He's been there, done that. He's been on main roster, NXT, WrestleMania. He's been everywhere. He's been around the world. He can teach so much valuable knowledge to these young wrestlers on NXT and even in the Performance Center and the weekly trainings. And I don't see why not. I don't see a single con of bringing back Tyler Breeze, only pros.
I absolutely agree with you, Josh. I really do, and it looks like the comments do as well. The Atomic Merp says, I missed him. I don't know if Fandango will join him since he's been back and forth with TNA. I mean, I'd love to see them team up once again. Angie and you are very excited for this in the chat. And DCX Warlord correctly pointing out that Tyler Breeze had a match a few months ago at Deadlock Pro Wrestling, teaming up with pro wrestling YouTuber Chris Danger. I completely forgot about that, but that did happen.
It happened. It did.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is a good point as well. He actually brought back the selfie stick last night for the first time in a long while.
I love
because, yeah, he abandoned it with the Fashion Police because, of course, Austin Theory had nicked the idea for a little bit.
Whoops. I mean, hey, the way I look at it, it's really interesting. This homecoming concept, I don't know if is beneficial. Obviously, we're on Off the Air all the time, and we have a lot of discussions about the men's division, as you previously mentioned, right? And I've been thinking about this a lot. Homecoming just brings back a bunch of former men's wrestlers. Yes, women's wrestlers too, but that's different with that division right now. It's a little bit healthier. The men's division is so thin. Now we've pulled the wool over our eyes and we've got all these returns. We've got DIY. We've got Prince Pretty's the one that logically makes sense to come back full time. 100%. But it does put a stall on solving the men's division problem. It puts a Band-Aid on it, right? That's what.
I just think it creates a better mix. I don't think that.
No, I would agree, but it's not sticking for the long term. We're telling one story to head to this PLE, and then everyone's going to head back to their normal houses, right? This is it's like throwing a party. Everyone's going to be at the party, but then they're all going to go sleep at their own places, and Tyler Breeze joining NXT full time, I think, would be huge. A veteran influence to work with the up and comers. Obviously, Josh mentioned flatbacks and whatnot. Of the returns, and this is no knock on like Gargano or Ciampa in any way. I just learned that, by the way. I've been saying it wrong the whole time. My bad. Samoso Ciampa. Sorry, like I've been saying both of them wrong.
But are you saying this is a bad idea then, this homecoming show?
I'm saying that the homecoming show is a good idea. It doesn't solve the problem with the current men's division. So,
okay.
So because multiple things can be true at once, right?
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with the homecoming concept. I have an issue with the timing of it here. Could they control that? Probably not. They're doing it during college football homecoming. That's like an American tradition, right?
I mean, I will also say, though, too, to be fair to them, like, it's a one-night show and it's like a 2-week build. It's not like we're seeing on main roster stars for weeks and weeks on end. It's a couple of week thing, and I think it's a lot of fun. And I'm going to be honest, I'll say this. This is the first time in a long time, in fact, I actually think since 2019, where NXT has stacked a show which isn't actually going up against AEW. It's pleasant surprise.
I think we're way more on the same page than you even realize, Ben. Like, honestly, I love the concept, and I'm more entertained by this than I have been the summer of NXT so far. What I'm worried about is what the back end looks like. What's the Tuesday afterwards look like when none of them are there?
Well, right? That's the funniest thing, right?
Yeah.
The only NXT guy in the main event with a tag match is Trick Williams,
right?
Who this could be his last NXT match.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is quite funny. They're all going.
Because to your point, like, I think we're pretty much on the same page. I'm super excited about the show because of the returns, because of the homecoming aspect of it. My fear is, what does that Tuesday after look like?
I mean, look, fair enough on that. I can't really argue with it, to be honest. Matt Williams is in the comments. Shout out to you, but he wants to bring back Doink the Clown.
Which one?
Yeah, I mean, there's just the gimmick, maybe. Just bring the gimmick back.
But the main guy is passed away. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll have to put Austin Theory in the mask and give him something.
Austin Theory is Doink.
Yeah, I actually made that joke
in a
YouTube thumbnail. I made that same joke in a YouTube thumbnail like 2 years ago.
I remember seeing that.
It's different hearing it verbally.